Shalom and good day all, this is Healing29 back again for another review of Night Terrors Batman issue 2, and I haven't quite covered the next issue of Night Terrors yet, so as I'm doing this review I'll have to get back to that later, so when it does go up, at least it will still go up in the time it's scheduled to go up. So let's move on to the one that I will be reviewing, and that is Night Terrors Batman. And first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that is happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move and have a look within the story itself, as we look around the beginning, middle, and of course the end, and also what's happening story-wise. So as we jump into the beginning of the story, we see that we're in Gotham and in the area of Wayne Tech, and as we look into this particular story, we also see Damian Wayne here. And of course we know that Deadman has control of Batman's body. As we move a little bit further within the story, we get a bit of a grasp of sorts to what Deadman is working on. Or whilst this is happening, we see Bruce and Talia in this, and of course Batman, and some other images in here. To even the murder club, to which he got to see his parents along with Damian. We move behind one of the main black doors, to which we have Bruce have a bit of a moment with himself and sort of like come to peace with himself, which is quite interesting. This is probably one of the best pictures in it, but you know what? It would be even better if it was Bruce hugging Damian. And as we move towards the end, we have a picture of Damian with Wesley Dodd's sleep gun, because we also sort of see this gun at the beginning of the story. And of course it leaves a bit of a question to us. Is this the real world, or is Batman still trapped in the nightmare world? And we also move into a story linking to the Green Arrow family, and this is sort of like the first Green Arrow family. We know that this takes place in Bal Rev. Surprisingly, we do get a bit of a comic reference to one of the latest issues, or the last couple of issues of Green Arrow, to understand what's taking place. We get to see a little bit more as they deal with the nightmare realm. And the last place we get to see him is in the Night Terrors Night's End, so practically around one of the last issues. And I must admit, I enjoyed this backup story more than I enjoyed the main story. So for the internal art, I gave a 7 out of 10, and that applies to both stories. Moving into the next area, and that is story 1 and story 2. First is the area of time, to which we didn't get anything take place in the story to indicate of when this is taking place time-wise. The location, we get to see the real world, we get to see Gotham, Wayne Tech, and plus still what's ever happening in the dream world, and also Bal Rev, linking to the Green Arrow family story. In the cast of characters, we have Batman, Bruce Wayne, we have Damian Wayne Robin, we have Deadman, we have Insomnia, Arsenal, and of course last but not least Black Canary. For the first story, I gave a 7 out of 10, though it was nice to see Damian turn up in the story. even at the end of it, as well as a little bit at the beginning of it, providing it was him at the beginning and not something a part of the dream. And for the second story, which revolved around the Green Arrow family members, I gave a 7.5 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.